Matt and Austin are down at Austin Corey's. They're doing some work, kind of in a time crunch that needs to be done before they can move in. So I'm going to pack them up a dinner and take it to them so they don't have to quit work and leave to get something to eat. I'm going to make some pimento cheese. I should have made it yesterday so that it had time to marry in the refrigerator, as Matt would say, but I didn't, so I'm going to make it now. I've got about an hour or two so it can be marrying while I'm getting everything else ready that I'm going to take them. Now, I had never tasted pimento cheese until Matt and I were married. I was a picky child, for one thing, so I didn't like to eat things I didn't already know that I liked. And then Granny and Pap, it wasn't something that was in our house. I guess Granny didn't like it because I think Pap did in later years after I was married, when I think about it. Anyway, I had never tasted it. Once I started eating it with Matt, he would buy it most often. We'd get it at the grocery store. Sometimes Miss Cindy would make it if she was here visiting or something like that. And I liked it sometimes, and sometimes I didn't like it, but what I liked the best was the stuff that Miss Cindy made. Also, I had a friend who made it, and I really liked hers, but I still didn't make it a lot myself. And then finally one day I thought, well, I should make it. So I made some for Matt, and he really liked it, and I really liked it. That was in the days when we were still at Tri-County, and we both needed to take our dinner every day to work with us. And so I would make it, and we would take pimento cheese sandwiches is what we would take. Anyway, it's funny how you get, so I made it a lot, and then you get out of the habit of making things. So I hadn't made any in ages. I hadn't even thought about it. And then when Katie was in the hospital having the baby, Corie went to the grocery store and bought some different little things so that we just have some easy foods to eat. And one of the things she bought was pimento cheese because Austin likes it a lot too. Well, that got me to thinking I should really make some too. So I bought the stuff, but then never quite got around to making it, so I'm going to make it today. Now, there's all kinds of recipes out there because it is such a common thing. A lot of recipes call for, I think my friends did, cream cheese. That's really good. The one that I ended up making was just the easiest one with things that I had on hand, and I really like it though. I think it's really good. So I'll share it with you, but there's a lot of different variations out there, and if you have a favorite one, please share it. Please share it. So the one I use takes 10 ounces of shredded extra sharp or sharp cheddar cheese. So I've already shredded mine. Now, even before you start making it, you got to think about what kind you like. If you've had any in the grocery store, sometimes it's really, really smooth, and then sometimes it's chunky. Most of the homemade ones are more chunky, so you got to decide which texture you like. Even, I think cheese is better if you shred it, but even with your shredder, there's the larger holes and the smaller holes. I usually use the smaller holes, but again, that's just things to keep in mind as you begin to make it yourself. And in the past, when I first started making it, I even used a food processor. I just put it all in there, and then I whipped it together. You can barely pulse it to get like a thicker consistency, or you can do it more thinly, which I kind of like, but then you've really got to let it be in the refrigerator so that it will firm up, so that it can firm back up because it gets liquidy. It still tastes good though, so again, that's just things to keep in mind for your personal preference. So 10 ounces of shredded sharp cheddar cheese, and I do think it's better if you shred it yourself. I think it's much better. 3/4 cup of mayonnaise, 1 small 4-ounce jar of pimentos, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of ground mustard, and 2 dashes or more, depending on your taste, of Worcestershire sauce. Always a hard word to say. So now I've got it all out here before me. All I need to do is mix it up together and then hurry up and get it in the refrigerator. It'll still be good, even though it'll be better tomorrow. Get all my cheese off my grater. And you could use like if you have a food processor attachment on it to shred your cheese too. I just usually grab my grater. There. Get all my cheese in. Made kind of a mess. I have to pick up some of my little cheese pieces I dropped. I think I'll go ahead and sprinkle. I've got all my spices in here together. Go ahead and sprinkle them on. And maybe I'll go ahead and put the Worcestershire and the mayonnaise. And you could leave all those spices out. You could just do it really, really simple. See if I can get the pimentos open. My hands are too slick. I went down the hallway. When I can't open it, usually I'll ask Matt if I can't open something. But my second person is Katie, because her hands are so strong from working. As soon as I started down the hallway, though, it come open. My hands were too slick. I couldn't keep a good hold on it. Come on, little pimentos. Here's the rest of them. Now, all I gotta do is stir it all up together. Pimento cheeses are really pretty because of the pretty thing to serve. And a lot of people like to eat it without, you can eat it on a sandwich is what we're gonna do, but a lot of people like to eat it with saltine crackers. That's really good, or Ritz crackers. Also, I've seen that kind, if you make it where it is really creamy, people put it like in like little tomatoes or something, like thinking of vegetables. Maybe put it along the length of a piece of celery. So there's all kinds of things you can do with it. Okay, I've got it all mixed up. Now I just need to find me a container to put it in. Maybe it'll fit in this one. I hope so. Should get me a little cracker or something to at least taste it. Okay. Get me a little Ritz cracker, taste it on. And get it in the fridge. I need more than that. Okay. Very good. As Matt says, that will do. Now, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator, clean up my mess, and see what else I can make to go with it. So I got everything cleaned up. Now I'm going to cut up some fruit to take with me when I take the sandwiches. I think that'd be easy to eat along with the sandwich. And I'm going to go ahead and make it even easier by slicing it all up for them. Go ahead and do the oranges and go ahead and peel them and everything, and that'll make it really, really easy on them. Oranges smell so good. I usually don't buy oranges this time of the year, only at Christmas, but Matt's aunt and uncle come to see us and brought them, and they are really good oranges. So maybe I need to start buying them this time of the year. I need to get my bowl of, I keep a little bowl for kind of compost scraps that I could compost. I have one for the chickens, and then I have one like they wouldn't eat the orange peelings for sure. So I'll get rid of them. Go ahead and slice up these oranges. So I've about got the oranges. Every time can you hear that? There's a little bell on the side of the bowl, and every time I make a movement, it gives a little tingle. I suppose that's so you could hang it if you needed to. I love stainless steel bowls like that though. All different sizes. I have all different sizes and I love them all. So there's my oranges. Now I'm going to slice up an apple. I wonder if I should wop off my cutting board. I don't think so. I don't think. Apple might taste a little orangey, but that'll be okay. Make it a little interesting. Got half of one that I ate for breakfast, so I'm going to go ahead and chop it up too. I ate the other half for my breakfast, and usually by the end of the day I'll eat that one. And the only reason I do it that way is these apples are so big. These are the sugar bee apples. They're really, really sweet and really crunchy. Okay, now I just need to find the lids for my little containers. Put too many apples in. Those. I'm going to transfer my grapes to this one. fit. Okay, so now there's my fruit. Shutting one of the grapes up inside there. Okay, now there's my fruit. I think I'll go ahead and make up their sandwiches and just wrap them in wax paper, and that way they won't have to do that when they're down there. I'm funny about my sandwiches when I was talking about when me and Matt worked at the college or any place I've worked or any kind of picnic or anything I go on. I cannot abide a sandwich that's been made and then let set. Like, I can't stand for my bread to get soggy. I want it fresh. So even on a camping trip or something, I'll take a little container of peanut butter and a little container of jelly and then my 2 pieces of bread and then make it right before I'm about to eat it, even when I'm hiking or something like that. Matt don't care. He could make his, put mayonnaise and mustard on it, if it was ham and cheese or something like that. Wrap it up in a tin foil or a sandwich bag, put it in a sandwich bag, whatever, put it in his lunchbox and eat it 3 hours later. It don't bother him a bit, but I just can't do it. Anyway, but since I'm just traveling from here right down the hill, I think it will be fine to go ahead and make them. Corey's helping me get some water. We're just going to drink water. It's usually what we all drink anyway. And I'm going to make our sandwiches, and then I think we'll be ready to go down. I wish I had some homemade bread, but I don't, so I had to buy some. Bought some nice bread, but I think that'll be good. Some folks like to put a tomato and lettuce and stuff. We usually don't. We usually just do the pimento cheese. Well, it smells really good. Let's see if I can... I wonder what I could put the sandwiches in, Corey. Yeah, I meant like a container. We could put them all in a bowl. Maybe we could probably use... Might be able to... I don't think they'd all fit in that one. Maybe a bowl. Corey's got a bowl here. We'll use hers. Looks like I'm already dropping some. Might be able just to put them down in there. Yeah, that'll work. That will work.
Good thing I left this bowl here.
Yeah.
I was supposed to take it back.
Corey was supposed to, she'd made salad and brought it the other night for supper, and I'd washed it and set it on the table for her. Yeah, so that's why you left it here, huh?
That very reason.
You knew I was going to need it.
Yeah, I was looking into the future. I knew.
Yeah, she's like, I know, Mom's going to need that. But yeah, you could put lettuce, tomato. I think I've heard people say they do their BLTs and put pimento cheese on them. That might be interesting, yeah. Let's see, how many have I got in there? Woo, there went my paper.
Just 2, right?
Yeah, just 2. Okay.
I think 2 more fit.
I think I miscounted on my slices of bread. So that's for Austin and your daddy. Or maybe I didn't.
I think you got it right.
Yeah. Because I didn't want a whole, I don't think I can eat a whole one. So.
Is that one mine?
Yeah.
Wait, can you just leave it like that?
Oh, just leave it like that? Okay.
Yeah.
Enough for you. Yep. And then I'm going to make a foldy out of mine, or maybe I'll cut it in half just to make it nicer. I don't think I can eat one that big. I usually don't eat much for during my midday meal, preferring to eat a lot at supper. It's usually my largest meal of the day. Okay. I think I hardly need that big of a sheet. So we got the pimento cheese sandwiches, we got the fruit, we got water. I do have some chips, there's one, and I have another bag over there. We need something sweet for them. I think I have some, what about some cookies, Corey? I think I've got a bag of cookies in the...
We have some gummy bears.
Gummy bears? I don't know if they'd go for gummy bears.
I bet Austin would.
Got some little bag of cookies, and that should be a dandy meal. I wish I had some paper plates, but I don't. But
we need
these
some paper towels.
Yeah, we need some, or just some napkins here. Here's your some right here, and take those. I don't have any paper plates, so I think this will be
Napkins would
good
be
though.
I'm hungry.
Alright, ready to eat?
Yep. Starving, I ain't eaten 2 days.
Oh, that ain't the truth.
Yeah, I am hungry.
It's a beautiful day outside, so I think we're going to eat out here instead of going in the house. There's really nowhere to sit in there anyway because there's no furniture. So we're going to utilize Austin's tailgate here, and I'm going to set everything up. They're in there finishing 1 or 2 more little things before they come out and eat, but it's so pretty today. It's perfect time to eat outside.
We need to be doing that, and we need to make some too.
We got all things that are good.
Kale bread.
Well, we had a great meal. Now we're talking about the crabapple tree. It makes great jelly. Kim and Steve always was willing to share their crab apples, and Matt was talking about the fox grapes that grow along the creek. So lots of good bounty right here. The crabapple tree is about to be in full bloom. It's already really pretty, but another day or two, it'll just be beyond belief, won't it?
Yeah, it'll be bright and pretty.
Be bright and pretty. It's just about there. Corie said it's especially pretty with the blue sky behind it. Well, what did you think about the pimento cheese?
Top notch. I really enjoyed that.
Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah, that was really
good.
Very, very good.
Delicious.
Austin said Corie needs to learn how to make it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's really easy though, so she ain't got much to a hard chore ahead of her to learn how, because it's super easy. I guess y'all are about ready to go back to work.
I guess.
Back at it.
Let's do it.
I hope you enjoyed seeing how I make pimento cheese. Please do leave a comment and share your variations, or share how you like to eat it. We'll let these boys get back to work. Me and Corie will head back up to the house and see what Katie and Little Bit's doing. We're always glad when you stop by to help us celebrate Appalachia.